Welcome to Alithi, where we explore the art of being through our monthly YouTube transmissions called Whispers from the Land. Each new moon, we come to a place in nature here on the island of Crete, where we connect with the elements, we connect with the land itself. And through this contact, we distill a unique transmission, a unique message that we can carry with us for the next of the lunar cycle. We hope that you enjoy what you see and that you feel inspired to distill your own unique message that you can carry with you for the rest of the month. If you are curious to explore more of our work here on Crete, you can do so by visiting our website alithi.space. For the past few months, each new moon has invited us to slow down, to listen, to reconnect with what truly matters, to nourish our bodies, our hearts, and our relationship with life itself. Looking back, it almost feels as though we have been preparing for this moment, because this new moon carries a different quality. There is a sense that something has been quietly gathering momentum, both within us and collectively. We may not yet know exactly where it is leading, but we can feel that we are standing at a threshold. This new moon in Gemini invites us to begin finding language for what has been emerging within us for a long time. Not to invent something new, but to give voice to something that we have already been living. Many of us are beginning to realize that what no longer serves is not necessarily our deepest values, but the stories we have carried about how those values should be expressed. The essence remains, but the narratives are changing. And perhaps this is where our responsibility begins. Not to cling to familiar ways simply because they are familiar, nor to reject the past for the sake of change, but to distinguish between the essence and the form, to remain rooted in what is unshakably true, while allowing new ways of seeing, speaking, and creating to emerge. This cycle's sky speaks of powerful forces already in motion, not forces to fear, and not forces we can fully predict, but forces that ask us to become increasingly conscious of what we are contributing to. Because every story we choose to believe, every conversation we nourish, every action we take, becomes part of the world we are helping to create. We are being asked to build, to lay the foundations for new structures that are aligned with what we truly value. But before asking what we are building, we are invited to ask what part of us is doing the building. If our actions arise from fear, urgency, or the need to create old certainties, we may unknowingly rebuild the very narratives we are trying to leave behind. So perhaps our first responsibility is to care for the ground from which we create, to tend to our inner landscape, to regulate our nervous system, to return again and again to what genuinely nourishes life. Because the future is not shaped only by what we do. It is shaped by the state of consciousness from which we do it. We don't need to have all the answers. We don't need to see the whole path. Perhaps all that is being asked of us now is to stay close to what we know, in the deepest part of ourselves, to be true. To let that become our compass, and from there to take the next honest step.